Good evening, guys. Hey, well, I just finished a long term. Did about almost 2 weeks, and had a good. I had fun. I had fun in the class. It was a fifth grade class. Um, the school I was at was a wonderful atmosphere. It was a beautiful school. Teachers were welcoming. The rest of the staff was really nice. The admin, not so much. Um, First week, no problems. Second week, I can't remember what day it was, but there was a little girl that asked. There was a lot of things going on in the classroom. I was trying to work. I was working with students. I was helping students. There was another teacher in there helping students, and this little girl asked if she could go to the restroom. And the way this school is set up, the restroom is right there. Kind of like in the pod where the classrooms are at. So the restroom's right there, so they don't have to go very far to go to the restroom. And so I said, yeah, sure, go to the restroom. So I don't even think she was gone 5 minutes, to tell you the truth. And next thing I know, the AP is walking in the room and comes over very quietly, tells me. But it was kind of the way she told me to. I didn't really appreciate the way she told me, but she basically told me that I had a student. She goes, did you have a student that asked to go to the restroom? I go, yes. And she said, well, that student went to the office to call her mother. And so it's like, what do you say to that? I was like, well, I wasn't aware of that. I mean, she has to go to the restroom. She didn't say anything about going to the office, so I was not aware that she went to the office. So the next thing out of the AP's mouth, this little piece of hair keeps going back. The next thing out of the AP's mouth was, well, you need to monitor your students more closely when they leave the room. Okay, so how am I supposed to do that? If a student asks me to go to the restroom, I let them go. I'm going to trust that is where they're going and they're not going somewhere else. As a teacher, you don't know that. They ask to go. You give them permission. They're supposed to go where they're supposed to go. Then they're supposed to come back. I don't see how it's your fault if the student does not go where they asked to go. And like I said, the student was only gone like, I don't even think 5 minutes. But the way the AP came into the room and the way she talked to me, and she made it sound like I wasn't monitoring. The girl was gone for 20 minutes and you didn't know where she was at, which was not the case at all. I think what it was that the student got to the office and asked. I mean, no, she didn't ask. When she got to the office, wanted to use the phone, asked to use the phone. Probably the next question out of their mouth was, did your teacher give you permission to come to the office? So, of course, her answer was no. So, probably the next question was, well, who is your teacher? What grade and who's your teacher? Well, there's a 7 there. So, of course, so I basically got bitched out for that, which I was not very happy with that. But anyway, okay. So then we fast forward to the end of this week. I was really looking forward to the end of this week because it was Friday. And, I was going to have a big little dinner party at my house for celebrating Day of the Dead, Dia de los Muertos. So I was excited, it was because it was something that my son wanted, and I was doing this for him, and, just so we could learn about family members that were already gone and that he didn't get to meet. So I was very excited about that, and I was, just planning to have a wonderful day. But the day before, there was this little kid that, basically, for lack of a word, he was being a little, to me. And it was towards the end of the day, and he was just being a little, like I said, like a backward, he was being a little shithead. And just being very disrespectful, the way he was talking back to me, didn't sit right with me. So I had, told him, I said, I think tomorrow you would do, maybe you will do better staying in another classroom for the hour and a half, the 2 hours that you're going to be in here. And that was all I told him, because I said, I'm not putting up with this tomorrow. And I shouldn't have to. You know, you're a fifth grader, you should know how to behave. Well, it was about, you know, the kids are getting ready to come back from block, and here comes the principal. Principal comes in, you know, I'm grading papers or doing whatever I need to do, and she says, you know, did you tell so-and-so that he can come back to class? And I said, no, I didn't tell him that. I told him that he was going to stay with this teacher for the afternoon, you know, because he just doesn't listen to me, so maybe in another classroom he would do a little bit much better. That's all I told her. What she, you know, and she said, well, let me tell you this first. She said, well, we don't do this in this. We don't do this. We don't do that in this class, in this school. You know, this is his classroom, and he's always welcomed here, and you know, we don't throw students out. So I was just kind of looked at her in disbelief, like, what? I was like, what? What she doesn't know, and what I didn't tell her, because I didn't want to throw the other teachers under the bus, was that they had told me when I got there, if you have any problems with any of the students, you know, feel free to send them, you know, for an hour or however, you know, for the afternoon, for the day, or whatever you need, you know, for us to help you. What she doesn't know, you know, I mean, she didn't know that. And my husband told me, you know, why didn't you tell her that? I'm like, I don't know. It just, like I said, I don't want to get the other teachers in trouble. So that was it. So I was upset. I kind of like ruined my day, and I was like, what? You know, I can't believe, you know. So basically, the kid had gone home and told the parents whatever. I guess he told them, you know, the teacher said I couldn't come back. She's throwing me out of the room. You know, we don't know. You know, you tell the students one thing, we don't know what they're going to go home and tell their parents. You know, they're going to put a spin. They're going to put their spin on it. I'm sure he didn't tell his parents what he was doing. He just told them that, you know. So the teacher that was going to take the student, you know, for the afternoon came in, and she said, which one is it? And I pointed him out. And I said, oh, he won't be going to your room. She goes, why? And I told her what the principal said, and she's like, what? She goes, we do that all the time. I'm like, well, you're not supposed to be. Your principal came in and said, y'all don't do that at this school. She said, we do this all the time. You know, we take each other's problems so that we can give each other a break. I said, well, apparently I don't get one. So I have to deal with him. So she said, she kind of felt for me, and she said, just go ahead and send him anyway. I said, are you kidding? That's probably when she's going to come back and check to make sure that he's here. I said, no, he's fine. So when he did come back, same thing. Oh, and I forgot to tell you that she also told me, you know, if you have any problems with students, like the principal told me this, if you have any problems with students like that, just, you know, send them to the counselor. Not send them to me, send them to the assistant principal, send them to the counselor. That's what she said. Send him to the counselor. So when he came back into the room, he acted his beautiful self like he acted the day before. So it's like my husband always tells me, just pick your battles. So what did I do? I just kind of just let him do whatever. Because I knew that sending him to the counselor wasn't going to do anything. You know, I've taught in schools where they have counselors, and for what? The counselors aren't there to counsel. The counselors are there for test prep and everything else but counseling. So I knew that, you know, sending him to the counselor wasn't going to do anything. So he basically got to get away with whatever he wanted to do, which was walking around the room, hitting people, pushing people, just doing whatever the hell he wanted to do. So I just, you know, would call his name, you know, please sit down. Please leave people alone. Please keep your hands to yourself. Please do not do that. You know, just please, please, please. Well, my please went in one ear, not the other, because he did whatever he wanted to do. And I said, fine. Fine. So I made up my mind that morning, I made up my mind and said I ain't come back to the school. Mm-mm. Not with this kind of administration. Like I said, the staff was wonderful. The team that I was working for was wonderful. They were very nice. They were very accommodating. They were very helpful. Everybody was. Saw people in the hall I didn't even know, teachers that I didn't even know, and they said, "Oh, thank you for coming to our school. Thank you for helping. We welcome you here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for coming back. Thank you for helping us out." Then what I get from administration, I get a rip you one here and rip you another one here. That's what I got from them. So I made up my mind. You know what? I'm a retired teacher. I don't need to be taking this. Some people say, well, then why do you retire? Because I still want to work. There are things that I still want to do. Earn a little extra money to go on little trips or whatever I want to do. Buy something that I want to buy. So yeah, I work for the little, so that I can get some extra money. I don't work because I need to. I work because I want to. But I don't need that kind of treatment from admin. I had never ever had a problem with admin about student behavior. That was always like my best quality. I never had to send a student to the office. And, it's like if you can't handle a 10-year-old or 11-year-old, then what good are you? You can't, or make accommodations to where, hey, maybe another, he might act right with another teacher. But no, I guess as a sub, you don't get that. And I keep forgetting that I am a substitute teacher. I am not a full-time teacher. I'm still a teacher, but I am a substitute teacher. So I don't get the same breaks as regular teachers. But I also believe that when you talk to someone, that there's a way to talk to them and there's a way not to talk to them. And I think that the way they admitted both of them talked to me was just unprofessional. Unprofessional and called for. I wasn't asked why I did that, and like I said, that little boy put words in my mouth. I can't even, I'm not going to be arguing with what a child said and I said, because I already knew that the principal was going to believe the child because he went home and told his parents. Okay, so I didn't even try. I was like, okay, thank you. I did not know that. So that just kind of soured me, It's like, I'm not coming back to this school. They're going to treat me like that. Forget it. I'm not coming back. And I'm not going to go back. I'm not, I go to another school in this district, and they're so nice and don't have any problems, and any questions I have, teachers help me, and it's great. That's the way they're supposed to do. They're not supposed to, but I guess, it is what it is, and for me, I'm not going to go back, and I'm just for me and the way that I was treated. I don't appreciate the way I was treated by admin. I don't think I was treated very well. I don't think they were very welcoming and I just didn't get that vibe from either one of them. So I thought, you know what, I'm not going to. The other thing that I wanted to comment on was, and I've seen this throughout the district. This isn't just this school. This is an observation that I have made on a personal level, and that observation is that there's no professionalism in teaching anymore. There isn't, and I mean not just in the way that the admin and your coworkers talk to each other, or the way they talk to you, but just the way they dress. At the school, I was there for almost 2 weeks, and the teachers and the administration, jeans every day, jeans and t-shirt, jeans and spirit shirt. And this district, they have very strict rules about dressing professional teachers and administration. Didn't see that at this school. Didn't see it. From the office staff, to the administration, to the teachers. I saw, I would say more. No, I'm going to go out on a limb and say that a third of the teachers that I saw were not wearing jeans. They were either wearing a dress pants, skirts. They were dressed. No professionalism at all. No professional dress. You really couldn't tell who the students were and who the teachers were, because, they don't wear uniforms there. And I thought that was, I was like, gosh, where is it's like when I first started teaching, in HISD, you had to dress professional. It was like, I had to wear pantyhose and a dress, and the only time we got to wear jeans was on Fridays, and that was it, or on special occasions whenever the principal would tell us we could wear them. At this school, it's every day. And not only that, I see teachers wearing jeans every day, um, people wearing flip-flops and sandals, and just not professional at all, I don't think. I know that times are changing and schools are different, and I know that, but not every day I can see, like I said, Fridays, not every day. And I can't speak, I can't sit here and say I'm a hypocrite, and sound like a hypocrite, because it's, my last year of teaching. I was on my way out. I was retiring. I wore jeans every other day, or every day if I wanted to. But I didn't wear a spirit shirt. I wore like a nice blouse or a nice jacket or whatever, and shirt and a jacket with them, or sweater. So that was different. But still, I wasn't supposed to wear jeans every day, and I did. But admin didn't call me out on it, because I dressed to wear. Yes, I was wearing jeans, but it was professional dress. Wasn't wearing tennis shoes. Wasn't wearing, you know. But anyway, that was another thing about this school that I was like, oh, man, I was just blown away by that. But it wasn't, the admin. You take your cue from the admin, and they were dressed just like the teachers, so you couldn't really even tell who the admin was and who the teachers were, because they were all dressed the same. But anyway, I just wanted to share that with you, and that there has to be a different. There has to be a way to be able to talk to teachers, even if they're substitutes. We're not lower than teachers, because I'm a teacher. I'm a retired teacher. So substitute is just a title, but I am a teacher. And, I just, like I said, there was a bunch of stuff that I wanted to say to the principal. I said, but you know what? What for? What for? It's not going to do any good. It's just, like I said, I'm just a substitute. So I didn't. And like I said, I still watch the back of my colleagues, whether I work with them every day or I don't. And I didn't want to get those other teachers in trouble. So I didn't say anything. And, but anyway, so that was my week. And hopefully this coming week I have a couple of jobs in another district, but I know I'm going to have a good time there. So I don't have any problems with the school that I'm going to. And, I'm looking forward to seeing old friends and stuff. I haven't seen them in a while. But, so anyway, enjoy the rest of y'all's weekend. And this is another adventure in the life of a newly retired teacher. Thank you.